It is the last of 11. It's another 1,200 metre race. There's been plenty over the 6 furlongs. It's the Class 2 highest grade race of the day. Mr. Croissant's up £6 for the win at the end of May. Massive Pocket, he won at 50 to 1 at his last start. That was at Happy Valley. Highly Proactive led up on the all-weather last start. He's back onto the turf. Shining Gem, he's been back to the trial since running 6th behind Shining Ace. All in Mind meets Mr. Croissant better at the weights for his half a length second to him. Golden Dash, first time to Sha Tin since October 2018. Lucky Express, beaten favourite, third past the post, then survived a protest from fourth past the post Armando. They clash again in Moment of Power, just his 5th time to Sha Tin. All these wins over 1,000 have been at Happy Valley. We've got Gunnison and Madging Legend Tom who've been up at Chung Fa, and it's time to wander across to the touch screen and have a look at the speed map for the last and how they're going to settle down.
Yeah, the final race, Moment of Power and Highly Proactive, they'll be the two up front. When Moment of Power tends to race over 1,200 metres, they don't tend to try and gas them early, so he just needs to see out that trip. Saul Special there in the trail. He's got gate number 1 with Jerry Chow riding. Golden Dash gets his opportunity out of gate number 6 for Matthew Poon. Could be a little tough for Gunnison from gate 11 for Alfie Chan, and on his back is Shining Gem from gate number 12. So they're the two widest in the race. Lucky Express and Armando will get back, and Massive Pocket will be looking at a good tempo to aim at from the tail. But Highly Proactive, Moment of Power, probably the two solid leaders up front.
Here is Golden Dash. Now, he comes to Sha Tin for the first time for a while, as Mark said at the start, but he has won a couple of times at Sha Tin. He moves nicely, and he's a horse in good form at the moment, so a nice piece of work from him. Lucky Express, you can see he's under a good hold as well. He's improved definitely from start 1. It was a really good debut run from this horse. He's odds on at the moment, and he looks tough to beat, does the 10 Lucky Express. And the other one is Armando, another one who went really well on debut. Didn't get the clearest runs. He's got an awkward draw in 10, so he might get back a bit further than he wants to, but he's another really progressive horse as well, so he looks in good order here as well.
He was hampered near the line, Armando, so much so that the protest went in. It was unsuccessful, 4th against 3rd. Karis Teaton rode him that day. He stays aboard on Sunday.
Armando Karis came in with good form from South Africa. Were you happy with his first up run?
Yes, it was a good run. I thought he finished off the race pretty strongly, so we're looking forward for him to come back again.
What about his recent trial that you rode him in?
Trial good. He needed a trial. It was just a nice worked out to get him ready to go to races, and we think now he's on the right road.
He's second up. Is he capable of winning here, or does he need a bit more time and experience in Hong Kong?
He would be, of course, he would be better with more time. He would, of course, going into the next season, being a better horse physically and mentally. But, you know, he's in top condition at the moment. It's going to be a tough race. Of course, we got that outside gate. We have to deal with it. But, you know, of course, he's got some quality about the horse.
You had a big June. You've started off July with a treble. Life must be good.
Yeah, it's gone very well. You know, of course, it's towards the end of the season, and the way things are going, I'm pretty happy with it. Still a few more meetings left, still on fully focus. 88
wins for you this season, your best ever. Next season, are we talking triple figures?
Well, I'll be happy. Of course, you know, if things can go into next season like it is at the moment, the support I'm getting, I'll be pretty happy with that.
In early betting, he's come up 3rd favourite, Armando, at 8.7. He's got 11 opponents to take on. Let's have a look at a few of them right now. And we start with this race at Happy Valley. Now, this is Massive Pocket, who was 50 to 1 this night. And Paul steered punters into it. He's out wide, he runs on. Golden Dash, he returns to Sha Tin. First time for quite some time, and Saul Special in the gold colours. But Massive Pocket out of this replay, Tom's too fast for them at the end.
He was. He got all the speed to suit, because Hong Kong Win Classic Unicorn, they were up front. Golden Dash wasn't too far away. Some of the horse that we thought might be on the pace, horse like Multi-Million, couldn't get anywhere near it, and he was able to slingshot off that Massive Pocket down the outside. It was a decent effort from Golden Dash. Just got slightly hampered there over the final stages, but he'll be looking for a real strong tempo here, Paul. Massive Pocket. Yeah,
he's coming to the 1,200 at Sha Tin for the first time as well. He has won down the straight 1,000 before, but he's never run round the bend. So just a little query there, but if he gets the right race to suit, we know the finish he's got.
Highly Proactive has the yellow and pink colours on against the rail. Led up here last start. Now, if he leads up again, he's likely going to cop some pressure from Moment of Power, Paul.
That's the query with him. He does like to lead this horse. He's been running really well at Happy Valley as well. He's coming back here to Sha Tin. He has run once over the course and distance. This is a really hot race, this one. I haven't got him in the numbers in the end, but he should be there for a long period of the race.
I thought he did a really good job last time out. This horse, highly proactive, was up front, just collared over the final stages by Red Desert. But prior to having a couple of failures where he ran off on the home turn at Happy Valley, had been winning them quite nicely. So I think he's a progressive horse, and like the way he dug in here on this occasion, highly proactive. But it's just going to be a case of what kind of pressure he gets up front from a horse like Moment of Power.
Tom, this horse was talked about by everybody leading into the race. It's Lucky Express. He went out a very short-priced favourite. He could only manage a third. He's been back to the trial since then. This is the trial. What did you make of this?
Yeah, I thought the trial was very, very good. Went to the line very nicely. It wasn't put under any pressure at all. He's running past Goko here in this trial. He was anchored over the final stages, but looked good. He arrived here with a very solid report card to Lucky Express. It was a strong debut run. He settled midfield, copped several bumps near the 300 metres, but stayed on well. He was well found in the market. He is again today at 1.9. I think he should tighten up nicely.
Paul?
Yeah, he looks the one to beat, definitely. Does Lucky Express in this race. He's going really nicely at the moment, so look, he's improved too from that first start. The selections here, I've got Golden Dash on top here. Now, he's won at a big price. You'd be getting quarter the odds if Zach was on him, but Matthew Poon aboard. And I'm taking him because he gets a perfect run on the map. I think he's the forgotten horse in this race. He's been running really well this season, and Sha Tin looks ideal for him at this stage of the season. So he's on top at a big price. He'll be my each way go. Lucky Express, the one to beat. Armando in there for third, and All in Mind for fourth. Doesn't stop there. I mean, Mr. Croissant's going to run a race. And of course, as well, we got Massive Pocket, but 9, 10, 11 and 8 is how I ended up.
It's the each way your heavyweights clash. I'm not talking about the horse in the final race either. A Shining Gem on top for me at 23s and 5.3. It really liked his recent trial with Derek Lung aboard from this time round gate number 12. He was held together in that trial. Thought he really ran well and won well over Nordic Warrior 2 back. So he's on top to beat 2 Mr. Croissant, 10 Lucky Express, 11 Armando. But quite keen on the 5 Shining Gem at a price in the last.
Those sets of selections show how open and even that last race is. It's a very good field, though, for the Class 2s. It's that time of the show, Paul, where we need to check out your stat attack.
Yeah, now we're going to focus on Karis Teeton. Edward just touched on in that interview how well he's gone. His all-weather sprint races this season, he's had 18 rides on them for 8 wins, 6 thirds, 87 of these rides, and he's got a 21% win rate. So Karis Teeton's been riding the all-weather track really well, and he's on one of the likely favourites in the race as well, California Concord. So I think he can add to that stat. He's riding out of his skin at the moment, is Karis.
California Concord, 1.8, co-shortest price favourite of the day early in betting. OK, best bet, long shot in the play. We'll pass it across to you, Paul, to kick us off.
First starter, My Sugar. I think he's ready to win, fresh up. Jimmy Ting and Zach Purden teaming up earlier in the day in race number 2. He looks really good, the son of Deepfield. And the long shot going to do Golden Dash in the last. I just think he's a forgotten horse in this race. Coming back to Sha Tin looks good. And on my speed map, he's going to get the best run in the race. The play of the day will be in the last, though. We'll do Golden Dash with 2 of the likely favourites, Lucky Express and Armando.
For me, it is race 4, number 1, Fabulous 8. I think he's going to be tough to beat with the £10 claim. Just the 1 win, but he's been ultra consistent down the straight. Shining Gem in the last race. He's going round at over 20 to 1 at the moment in early betting. Race 11, number 5, Derek Lung and Ricky Yu. And the play with that Fabulous 8 Dublin start, Joyful Fortune, the first starter in race 4, number 10.
Best bets. Race 8, number 4, California Concord. Only had the 2 starts on the all-weather for a win and a third. Karis Teeton has ridden the horse on both those all-weather occasions for a win and a place. He looks very well placed. He's short. Hopefully we'll get out to better than even money by the time post-time comes around. This horse, Son of McPhee, Blake Shin rides for David Hall. He steps up to the 1600. His first 1200 he ran on. His second start 1400. He's drawn 10-10, barrier 11 on Sunday, but they do get that long run into the first turn. And the play in race 8, California Concord, Elite Patch with the gear change, and the first starter in Golfman Star 4, 5 and 7 for the play of the day. Boys, that is racing to win. Let's get your vote right now. Not too far from the end of the season. Paul, who's going to be the winning trainer?
I'm going to stick with Ricky Yu. He's got his nose in front and he's been there the whole way, so hopefully he can carry on.
Ricky Yu gets my vote as well.
It's a clean sweep for Ricky. You will find out the next chapter and where they fall come the end of racing Sunday at Sha Tin. If you're having a bet, best of luck. Make sure you're racing to win. Bye-bye.